Hello, baby. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Let's do a pick a card on what your first passionate night or time together is going to be like. I'm going to have 4 different piles for you to choose from. Oops. So you can look at the number or some of the pre-shuffle cards. I didn't pre-shuffle all of them, just some to save time. So just take a moment, connect with your intuition, see which one of these numbers or piles calls to you most. You're welcome to listen to more than one. You could listen to all of them if you feel called to do so, baby. Angels, ancestors, and guides. Mother God, Father God, and highest self, please help me connect now with the divine energy so I can bring clear, accurate information forward for the viewers today. Anything that's dark, negative, and not to our highest good, please leave now in loving peace, and blessed be. It is so, it is done. I know you want it. I never like it, I'm most sad. Hello, group number 1, baby. How are you doing? I'm really excited. So, we are going to start with these fantasy cards. And I want to see, like, what your fantasy of the first time or night is, and what theirs is, and then we'll compare it with the reality. So this is an 18 and up only reading. This is from an 18 and up game that I had purchased, and we're using those for divination, for divining, and a couple other tools. But if you are not 18, you have to click off now. Okay. Mirror on the wall, watching yourself in the throes of passion can be highly erotic. So now is your chance to get a ringside seat on your lovemaking. When you finish the game, collect all the mirrors you can lay your hands on. Place them around your chosen sexual arena and get down to some serious one-to-one business. It's like an out-of-body experience. Okay, so the fantasy is that it's going to look amazing, be an out-of-body experience. And then it says like you're watching an erotic movie that actually has you in it. Now, who's the fairest of them all? So kind of comparing to the real time to, like, you know, porn, you know. Sometimes energies can be mirrored, so this is supposed to be like your expectations, your fantasy of what it's going to be like. But you may, when we look at the energies, it might be flip-flopped, and that's okay. 3:03 on the clock. If you're new here, baby, I just shout out. Whenever I look up at the clock and I'm drawn to any numbers, I will shout them out. And you can go into your search engine and look up angel number. I forgot what it was now. 303 or something like that. Let's grab another one of these for your expectations. First past the post. Challenge your partner to a competition. You can choose whether the winner will be the first or the last to finish. No props are allowed to assist in the race. Now sit facing each other. 1, 2, 3, go. Is this a fantasy card? Okay, so what I'm getting from this is something about like finishing. So who's going to finish first? And it's going to depend on your situation. Like you might assume that like you or them is going to finish soon or right away. We'll look at what the reality is, but it's like who's going to finish first? And then something about the winner gets to choose. What does it say? Challenge your partner to a you know what competition. You can choose whether the winner will be first or last to come. Props are allowed to assist in the race. Ooh, I would think it would be the masculine, right, energy that would finish first. Not because they don't last longer. I'm just saying, like, you know, men and women's brains, like, typically. So, you know, and I'm also not a doctor or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, seems like, you know, men's blood gets pumping just from images, and sometimes feminines need more than just an image. It has to be like sounds, or, and I mean, that's just my experience too. I'm not a professional, so your expectation might be that either you or them is gonna like finish first. It's gonna be very appealing to watch. It's gonna be very similar to like what you would see in an erotic movie, maybe like mirrors, like a lot of like watching each other. But we'll see what the reality is. So that's your fantasy, or that's one person's. Let's go get the other end of this. Weird and wonderful. Think of all the gothic horror movies where there's a room filled with candles, an attractive woman laying on a table, clad in a long white shirt, and some sinister bloke, Igor, lurking in the wings with devilish intentions. She's a virgin. He is either a vampire or a sex-crazed nutter who likes a bit of a ritual mixed with his foreplay. Wow. For example, he likes to slowly lift her shirt to reveal her nakedness, take a candle and drip wax. Only then does he complete the ceremony by climbing on the table and mounting the powerless woman. Scary but kind of sexy too. Okay, so especially if this person's a masculine or feminine, like they're gonna expect like you're virginal in a white gown, like laid out on a table, just like it says here, and that they're gonna be like the creepy, devilish, kind of weirdo, the taboo in their sensuality and their, you know, sexuality. But emphasis on the going slow, revealing your nakedness. So maybe this person assumes they're going to be kind of like a creep, or like kind of taking things too taboo, too far. I mean, let's be honest, like everyone's probably heard of like wax play, but I don't know like how common is that really. You don't see it, and even in much like adult videos, you get what I'm saying? Look, it's not an unheard of kink, but also it's pretty kinky for a virgin in a white gown, you know? What they came to say. The bride wants a ride. Are you married? Do you still have the wedding dress? Does it still fit? Replace the card and pick another. So if not, then you're going to skip this. But something about, yeah, virginal white dress. We were just talking about that. Put it on, travel back in time to your wedding day. Only going to consummate the marriage sooner than later. This incredibly horny bride arrives at the reception straight from the church, downs 2 glasses of champagne, makes an excuse to drag her new husband off for a private moment together. As soon as they're alone, she's French kissing him, pulling his hands up inside her dress when there is not a trace of panties. Oh boy. Okay, so we talked a little bit in the first one about like virginal and white dress, and then the next fantasy has to like, of course, has to do with being virginal and sweet and innocent, but also a little naughty and doing it like right before technically you're supposed to consummate it. You know what I mean? So a lot of emphasis on like you being virginal or the other person being virginal, pure, innocent, but maybe a little naughty. So in one of this person's fantasies anyways, they're kind of like the creep, the weirdo. And in this one, it's just the bride being naughty. So I think that these are like excellent examples of what this person's fantasizing about. And this person's just thinking kind of about how it's going to look. But an out-of-body experience, like a porno. Hopefully I don't get in trouble saying this on YouTube. I hate doing these kind of readings on here. I know that you guys want them. I like watching them too. I just feel so uncomfortable doing them on here. That's why I'm going to offer extendeds. Okay, so let's take a look at what it's really gonna be like. How it's really gonna go down, group one. Oh, I have to leave these stickers on. I must peel it off. And see, we have this black cat, which is taboo, and just like I was just talking about that. Something kind of taboo about it. The stockings, that's hot. Oh, we don't want to go to that yet. Maybe eating, touching and intimacy. Here it looks like, you know, kind of like lightheartedness, flirting, playing around, eating food. Emphasis on it being like lit though, lit, lighting, lit, like even in here, it's like the room is well lit. It's not like dim or dark for being like a dungeon or whatever it looks like it is. Yeah, here outside, could very well be outside. Stockings again. Look, he's kissing the neck in both. The collar and neck. She looks very relaxed. Why is he turned the other way? I mean, she looks like she's having very comfortable and having like a good old time. And also here, lots of food, a huge fruit basket here. She looks pretty sexy and comfortable. But let's take a look at the masculine. I mean, here, this is like obvious. This is double confirmation. So a lot of kissing, holding hands, looks like talking, having fun. I don't know. Maybe he is first to finish. 21, 12, and 222 angel numbers for you, group one. Either way. And does this not look like an old school flip phone? That's what it reminds me of. Hey, just hanging out with my boo. Got this beautiful bouquet of fruit. And what is he over here doing? I don't even know. Different, completely different kind of feel to these cards than kind of traditional 10 of Cups, right? Because all right, let's jump in. Let's look at these passionate cards. So I wasn't sure how this was going to go, how long this was going to take. What we're going to do, angel number 1313, group one, if you want to go into your search engine and check that out. We're going to look at these passionate cards, and then we're going to have to wrap up the reading. If you want to meet me at the extended, baby, I want to take a look at like what the pillow talk is going to be, what's going to be verbally communicated. So we'll use cards for that, and then we'll use my 18 and up channeled messages, and go more into like what's actually going to happen on the first night. Okay, so this is the reality. Your first passionate night. Animal instinct. Believe for a moment in the idea of reincarnation. Well, reincarnation, I do believe in that. Both write down on paper what kind of animals you think your partner would be reborn as. Try to make the animal reflect the human quirks. So you guys might be talking about if you could be any animal in the world, what would it be? Snap happy. Next time you make love, set up the camera to take a close-up of both of your faces straight afterward. Do you need a camera right afterward? That is gonna happen. Fully satisfied with this fruit bouquet and nothing else. Hint, hint. Let me see. Make love, set the camera, take a close-up of both your faces straight afterwards. Not during the final moments, please. Then have it framed and hang it in your bedroom. It'll make you smile warmly every time you see it. That is adorable. So maybe taking photos, maybe not like recording the actual act or anything like that, but yeah, cherishing the moment and maybe capturing it in photo. 15:15 on the clock. Satisfactory outcome. Are you willing, or you like the taste of your partner? Oh my gosh! Or do you just hold your breath and get it out, or go spit it out? Maybe you don't take it orally at all. Okay, so probably gonna do some of that. Sometime in the next month, plan a long walk together in your favorite scenery. Use time in solitude to express your true feelings for each other. That's adorable. So you will probably be alone. Maybe you'll go for a walk, or you'll have a private talk where you express your true feelings for each other. And if the opportunity presents itself, make love in the open air. I said it could very well be outside. 3 of these photos, they are outside. If it's too cold, then you'll maybe drive around and do it in the car. All right, 1616 on the clock, group number 1. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for letting me connect with your energy. If I don't see you at the extended, baby, have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I love you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, baby. So I do have some I have some pre-shuffled cards, but we are going to start by taking a look at what the fantasy of the first night together, or the first time together, is on both parts. The energy could be mirrored, or you might have to switch it. So I'm going to start with pulling like what your expectations, what the fantasy is for you, and then them, but it could be switched. You have to use your discernment. And which one's you? Seen but not heard. She has gone and joined a strange sect, which decrees that a woman may only engage in, you know what, if her entire body is covered from head to toe. Except for the POP. Oh, okay. So some of this for foreplay. And this is just the fantasy. Not allowed to touch the man with her hands, and her, you know what, must be achieved without sounds of any kind. Okay, so quiet. And fully covered, except for, you know, where the, I don't even know if I can say that word on here, insertion is, I don't know. Oh no, this is passionate. Okay, my bad. I'm trying to jump ahead. Let me get another one. Dirty, very dirty. When it comes to the matter of, you know what, how dirty is possible to get? Why not have a go and find out, do it in a mud bath? Depending on your garden, the weather, your personal preference. So dirty, dirty. Get in the shower together. So it could be showering together, getting down and dirty together, showering together. Okay. Why is it not focusing very well? Okay, so your idea, or this person, depending, could be that you're going to be fully clothed, fully covered, except for to look at, you know, exactly what's going down from that POP or POV. Dirty, in the shower. So let's take a look at the other person's fantasy of what it's going to be like. The car wash. At the car wash, yeah, oh, 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 at the car wash. Maybe in the car. Wear very little for quick entry and put your token in the slot. Okay, so maybe quick, maybe in the car. Oh, boss or the staff member. The boss is giving employee performance appraisal. Maybe you work together, and this might not be for everybody, but it's giving employee performance appraisal using some pretty unorthodox techniques. Unorthodox. First, oral communication. Reveals the managerial genitalia. Okay, oral satisfaction from the confused employee. A boss wants the employee to know what it feels like to be the boss. So places are exchanged and the oral performance is reversed. Oh, so maybe you're their boss? Next best one, see the employee performs when their back is against the wall. Real test of character. Standing. Okay, so they might think it's going to be like a power dynamic here because it's talking about boss and employee. So regardless on if you guys work together or not, there's like a power dynamic, right? But it's a power dynamic switch. And then afterwards, the conversation turns into large raises and exciting openings. And I mean, this will probably resonate a little different if you do work together, if you're their boss, if they're your boss. Otherwise, this could be this person fantasizing about power dynamics, about switching power dynamics, oral, standing. Giving perks, somebody giving the other person perks. This is like a raise or money exchange. Okay, so now we are going to go into the pre-shuffled cards and take a look at what the reality of your first night together is going to be like. If you are interested in joining me, 222 on the clock, group number 2. If you're interested in joining me at the extended reading, we are going to look into what kind of pillow talk, like what's going to be verbally communicated between you two. And we'll go more into like what's going to actually happen. And I'll have 18 up channeled messages. I did not notice this down here. So here's the looks like a devil type energy chasing this woman, and here he's fantasizing, looking at this woman as she is pouring out wetness. So I mean, that could be what it's like. Maybe you will shower or bathe and they will watch. Oh, sorry about the noise. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess it's going to get real kinky. It's going to get real kinky. It even looks like she's dancing as he undresses her. So. And here looks like some drink. Maybe a little bit of food and drink or hors d'oeuvres, drinks, dancing. BDSM. Oh my goodness. The reality is somebody's going to be jealous about it, upset about it, want to kill somebody over it. Okay, so if you were called to more than one pile to There's no repeating cards at all. So this is quite a different energy. The other one was very cutesy, like kissing and stuff, but this is just all out. I think the first time together is going to be like a lot of watching, admiring, switch energy, maybe some kink, BDSM, could be knife play, oh my god. Could be like dancing. And then somebody is going to be upset and jealous about it. Probably another masculine. Okay, let's take a look at these cards. Material girl. And remember, there was something in the other card about getting like a promotion or getting like money out of it. Material girl. If you have any leather or fur, choose the most sensuous one to lay down on. Feeling the texture against your body, invite him to massage you there for 2 minutes. And there's definitely like a leather in here. And different fur, different textures. Oh boy. So this is probably going to happen. No, it's going to be this. Just full on this. Admit it, there's someone else. Apart from your partner, of course. Oh, which is the celebrity is the hottest one alive? What is the bone that turns you on? I think there's somebody else involved here. There's going to be some kind of a third party that gets upset over this, whether or not like it's like cheating or anything like that. Is neither here nor there. There's another person that's going to be upset about this, I feel like. Meltdown. Swap an ice cube back and forth between each other's mouths. Make a bet on how long. So there might be some like ice play. Oh boy, torture. Which, I mean, this kind of looks kind of like that, but you know, the kind you like, or the kind that's enjoyable. Okay. Dirty, dirty. Hopefully I don't get no trouble. I'm working towards monetizing. I don't want to get no strikes on my account. Okay, baby. I hope the messages resonated. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you want, please meet me at the extended. We're going to go into what kind of pillow talk is going to come out on your first passionate night time together. Some 18 up channeled messages and just some more on what it's going to be like, what's going to happen. Okay, I love you so much. And until next time, bye-bye. Dreaming free whenever I go, you only have to is dream. Hello, group number 3, baby. How are you doing? I'm so excited. This reading is so fun. So I have some pre-shuffled cards, but first I want to pick some of these fantasy cards, and I want to see like what person won or what your fantasy of what your first passionate time together is going to be like, and then we'll pull for like what their expectation is. The energy could be flip-flop, so you have to use your discernment, your intuition, baby. So let's see. Porn Queen. You have won a competition that gives you a chance to not only be the star in the film, but also to dictate exactly what is going to be involved. You must both go all the way. Okay, so this person thinks that they're going to be in charge, that it's going to be filmed. They're going to be able to dictate what's going to be in this film. And they're going to put on their greatest performance ever. Afterwards, play the film back and reveal the moment when your partner made their entrance. Okay. If you were drawn to more than one pile, there's no repeating cards. So it won't come up in anything else. Ring fence. Show them where you would most like to be touched and Stroke to follow sensitive bits between your, you know what, we're out of bounds. Okay. So a lot of like communicating, touch me here, touch me there. It's very sweet too. Point to it, seal it with a kiss. Blindfold your partner using your deepest, huskiest voice. Describe your darkest, so more about communicating your darkest desires as you fondle them from behind. You don't have to pay attention to this his or hers. This is just going to be this person. So they think it's going to be hot. It's going to look good if it's recorded in a video. They're going to be in charge of how it goes down. The other person's just going to easily comply and let them direct this movie. And there's going to be a lot of open communication about what each other wants or likes. So let's take a look at what... Oh, this is the passionate card? Oh, no, I messed that up. This is what's actually going to happen. So hold on. Okay, we have this one. That's the fantasy. Let's grab another fantasy. I'm sorry. Dirty talk. Raise the temperature, even if it feels slightly awkward. Tell each other, okay, tell them the words, the phrases you'd like to hear, accompanying the demands or instructions. Take turns in what to say to your partner. And discussing filthy, lewd language. Actually do these things to each other, and you'll find the dirtier it becomes, the better the you know what. Keep going, and until you're both screaming things like, oh, blah, 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 I'm blah, blah, blahing. Okay. So the fantasy is still open communication, lots of dirty talk. It's going to look great. It's going to be recorded. This person's going to be in charge of what's all on this recording. Let's take a look at the second person's fantasies of what this is going to be like. Your first passionate time together. The hard sell. You and your partner have decided to earn extra income as a toy company. The method of selling is to invite customers to your home and give a demonstration. So they could think that it's going to be, you know, super freaky, that there could be maybe an audience, toys involved. It has a few drinks. The two of you strip down and operate as a double act, showing how the product should be used and how much pleasure they bring. Oh boy. Love eggs, rings, lubricants. Invent your own catalog using whatever you have available to play out the scene in front of an imaginary audience. Maybe this person thinks it's going to be in front of an audience, though. One of those parties. Wow. Go wild. Complete license to make up their own fantasy. Your chance to do whatever you want. So, I think it's going to be wild. It's going to be fulfilling their fantasy. It's going to be maybe in front of an audience, at a party, you know. Okay, so let's take a look then. 333 and then 3344 angel numbers, group number 3. If you're new here, I just shout out angel numbers. You can go into your search engine. So it's angel number 333 or angel number 3344 and now 3355. Okay, so this is the reality of what the first time is going to be like. Could be flowers, fruit, maybe somebody could get a pearl necklace, you know, that's a double entendre, so it could be like realistic, like a physical piece of jewelry or necklace. It could be, you know, the sexier version of that. Lots of kissing, could be at like sundown, or maybe watch like the sunset together. So in this photo, there's these two getting it on. Well, this woman is kind of like sad and, I don't know, fondling like herself a little bit. And these, I mean, the cup is spilt. So the reality of it is that a feminine could be feeling sad, lonely, and unsatisfied. It doesn't have to be you. It could be like a third party if there's a third party involved. However, we can't ignore that these look like the same women. I'm just saying. Maybe you'll have to finish. Maybe you'll have to finish alone. I don't know. Okay, let's get some more before we jump the gun. Did she fall asleep? Did she drink too much and pass out? And he's like, hey, wake up. Hey, it's time to get it in now. Hello. What, does he go hook up with somebody else then and she's sad or something? Oh boy. Well, definitely making out. And none of the cards repeat in any pile. So if you're drawn to more than one, there are different messages in every group. But yeah, definitely lots of making out, running fingers through each other's hair, kissing. But it is possible that somebody passes out. Maybe has too much to drink or something. Crazy. Okay, let's see what these say. Ring fence. Show him where you would most like to be touched and stroked. I pulled this in another one. This was in another group. How is that possible? Oh no, because I accidentally read it on accident. That's why. Okay. So the reality is, show him where you'd like to be touched and stroked with all the sensitive bits between your legs were out of bounds. So not going down in between anyone's legs. Seal it with a kiss. Kissing. Dangerous liaisons. Blindfold your partner and using your deepest, huskiest voice. Describe your darkest desires as you fondle her from behind. So there can be fondling, kissing, describing your desires. Maybe her letting you touch them or you letting him touch you, but with your in between your legs being out of bounds. I wish these would, I don't understand. But thought. Well, he watches, see if you can make your, you know what, stand proud through your top. With this power of thought, failing that after a minute or so, you can resort to touch, but only your own. Giggle juice. Take a large gulp of your drink, then transfer to your partner's mouth. See how many times you can transfer back and forth before bursting into a fountain of laughter. Oh my gosh. No, that's not my idea of a fun time. My stomach turned. Spitting in each other's mouths. Well, maybe that's your guys' thing. No judgment. You do you, baby. If you guys like spitting your drink into each other's mouth and then laughing about it, that's okay. And then is that it for what's going to happen? It is. That's all the cards I have. Let me take a look and just see if I notice anything else here. Okay, there's like a flame here and there's a flame here. So just maybe on the first time though, like it doesn't go all the way. It doesn't seem like that. Touching of the nips. Laughing, drinking. Maybe somebody passes out. Telling him where you want to be touched, where you want to be kissed. blindfolding, telling them their desires, fondling them from behind. So maybe fondling. Okay. Well, we are going to dive deeper. If you want to meet me at the extended, I'm going to use my 18 plus channel messages, that my DIY deck, and then we'll pull some more of these and more from the passionate cards to see what your first passionate night will be like together. 4:04 on the clock. Okay, if I don't see you at the extended, have a beautiful rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I love you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 4, baby. How are you doing? Oh, I don't think this guy's going to stand up. Okay, so I have some pre-shuffled cards for you, but first, right here. But first I want to start out by pulling 2 cards for you and 2 for the other party to see like what your fantasies are on what this first time is going to be like. The energy could be, you might have to flip-flop it, you just have to use your discernment. So person number 1 or you, this is the fantasy. Showers could have been made as a you-know-what toy. They combine heat, moisture, pressure, friction on a handy little innocent-looking device. Why not get yours working for the 2 of you? Hop in the shower. Covering each other with lather. Use the jets to, what each other. Clean all those hard-to-reach places. Okay, so this person's thinking about water, shower. Okay, fantasy card gives the holder complete license to make a found fantasy. Do not let your partner see this card. It's your chance to do whatever you want. Go for it. So to do whatever you want, go for it. Go wild. So this person thinks it's going to be wild. It's going to be like completing their fantasies. They're going to be able to pretty much do whatever like they want. It's very possible that what this person is fantasizing to just is not represented in this cards. You might have a specific fantasy that's just not described. 444 on the clock. So if you're new here, I'm just going to shout out angel numbers group 4. And then if you want, you can go into your search engine, look up angel number 444, and there'll be an additional message there from your spirit team. So let's take a look at the second party and see what their fantasies are of how this is going to go down. 2 for the price of 1. Your opportunity to be greedy and experience not just 1 but 2. You know what? So multiple or orgasms. I don't know. I was gonna say orgies, but that's not it. Up to your partner to please you in a manner of their choosing. Bring out your first. You know what? Your partner, however, must show ultimate restraint after a suitable pause. Start bringing you up towards your second peak. Once you are nearly there, help your partner catch up so that you can enjoy number 2 together. So this person thinks like both persons are going to be having multiple orgasms. Could be like doing it all night long because it says something about gluttony. No, this is the reality. No. There we go. 444 on the clock again. You blew it, and how? Top sports people watch videos of themselves time and time again to perfect their techniques. Well, now it's time to see how you perform oral on each other. But to be honest, technique improvements won't be reason. This video, it's the top 10 on the chart. Set up a camera and concentrate on the job at hand. Make sure you position the camera carefully so that none of the action is missed. Oh boy. So this person's thinking of wowing you with their head game. Maybe recording it. 4:44 on the clock again. Okay, let's look at this. And this is the reality of how your first passionate time night is going to go. Oh my gosh, she's going to eat the groceries. He's definitely gonna eat the groceries. Look at all this fruit and stuff here. And he's like, ooh, look at this delicious bread. And then he eats the groceries. If you don't know what that means, Google it. Look it up. Oh, this is like kind of like what, plotting, scheming energy. Like meeting in secret rendezvous maybe. Maybe it's kind of like private, you know, like every little thing that we do should be between me and you. So maybe it's gonna like start off with you running into each other somewhere, you know, being like, oh, should we meet up later tonight or something? You know what I mean? Just act nonchalant. So should I come over later? Okay, and here he is pulling up in this sexy Mustang. So maybe they have a sports car, nice vehicle, because this looks like a stud, like quite the vehicle, quite the horse, right? Maybe pull up, give you a gift or something, or give this, you know, or you could be pulling up and giving them a gift. And they could be dressed to the nines, maybe wearing some stockings, some pretty heels. I mean, this is also a very pretty, sexy dress. Okay, so let's not miss the point how they're not like actually in the act at all. I mean, she is fully naked. He is at least topless. And there's a lot to do with like fruit or eating. So like this seems like oral. Let's see what comes out. Come quietly, please. You prefer to make the name to wake the neighbors when you reach. Oh, when he does. Discuss and maybe offer an impersonation of his O's. Okay, so there could be something here with like you might be surprised with how loud or quiet they are, or he is, or if you are him, you know, you might be shocked by how loud you are. Maybe neighbors will say, hey, can you keep it down over there? Food, double-ended item of food, be a banana, breadstick, whatever, and start munching at the same time from opposite ends. Race to the middle and then enjoy the coming together. Bon appetit. And I said there's like food, oral fixation in these. So eating together, sharing food, maybe eating food off of each other, something like that. Batteries included. If you want to have a toy for Christmas, what would you ask for? Bet you can't wait to pull it out of your stocking. Well, it could be, yeah, I mean, you could just maybe discuss having a toy for like a next time, or they're very well, maybe this person's like, hey, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, here's a toy for us to use. Oh, an S&M. Using, clamps. Okay, so maybe some of those. Okay, so there's some nipple play. Maybe clamps. Oh boy. Or some kind of toys. Freaky. So freaky. I'm blushing. Okay, well, group number 4. If you want to meet me at the extended, what we are going to go into, so we're going to pull more cards like this. I have my DIY 18 up deck channeled messages, so we'll just get more of what is actually going to happen on your first passionate night or time together. I also want to go into pillow talk and see like what is going to be communicated verbally. 505 or 5005 angel number, so mirrored number there. Yeah, I want to see what the pillow talk, what's going to be communicated between you guys, and just more of what's going to happen. So I hope to see you there. But if not, I love you so much. I hope the messages resonated. It was fun. I'm blushing. Have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or night. I love you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.